2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, in preseason, we saw them fine-tune their chemistry and timing, but you never really know how far you've come until the regular season begins. Should be an exciting challenge as they look for their first win of the year. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Sean.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. Y'all still there? Good. We'll
Miss
see you
you
later.
guys too.
An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas, our broadcast setting tonight. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the Magic, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularize small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Kev. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping, the grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. Do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Here's Bledsoe. Westbrook pulls it in.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Dishes it to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Outside for Bledsoe. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Lopez. No good from Bledsoe.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy. Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now, Wow, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Westbrook makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Capella against Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. No good from Bledsoe.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Bledsoe against Westbrook. Now here's Bledsoe. Tight defense on him. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's stolen by Green. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Now look, if he's using his head and finding good shots, Green can be a true weapon from mid-range.
Lopez finds Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the results.
Middleton hits them both. And see Webb with the Rockets offense. The numbers speak for themselves.
Well, yeah, Kevin, I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. You wonder, though, just how far this approach can take them.
Now here's Bledsoe. Outside Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that ties it up.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Here's Westbrook. It's not going to go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, Greg, but what I do know is that we're looking at a possible finals matchup. These are two of the league's most dangerous teams, no doubt.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Another miss by Houston. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
You got to push Capella out of the paint. When you don't, you almost have to foul him.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Matthews. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do.
Here's Harden, and the layup's good off the glass.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
On offense here, the Bucks. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook against Bledsoe.
An imposing defender thanks to his timing, his height, his reach. I mean, Capella is awesome at throwing shooters off their game. He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Poked away. Middleton looking it over. Here's Lopez. And that one goes long. Outside Westbrook. Fires the 3. And Lopez pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And Lopez throws it down.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Capella against Lopez. Here's Green. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
And the dunk by Giannis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 16-4 run. Lopez outside. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. It's a 10-point game. Tucker dishes to Westbrook. No good there. The Bucks go the other way with it. Back to Bledsoe. Lopez left side. And Capella sends it back.
He seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his length to swat away shots. The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Rocket 6. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Giannis outside. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Pass to Green. Over Middleton. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Bledsoe looking around. From past the arc, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Now Westbrook, 10 points for him. Fires from deep, sinks the 3-pointer. Westbrook's got 13.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. 4th, Brook Lopez.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Bledsoe finds Giannis. Fade away. It's rebounded by Houston.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
One is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Capella trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Capella. Jerebko comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Milwaukee leading by 8. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
6 to shoot. Chandler dishes to Jerebko. And here's Gordon from outside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Chandler with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 10. Westbrook drives in, and the shot goes down. Westbrook's got 17 now.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. He's got 15. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back right after this. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis and Ilyasova make up the forwards. Kyle Korver is out there with Hill. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Jerebko can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Giannis passes to Lopez. The dish to Ilyasova. Rebound by House.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Against Rivers, it's tipped.
Would love to see more of this from Ilyasova. I mean, he has the reach to swat away shots.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Rivers against Korver. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Chandler, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams that just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Rivers surveying the D. Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets.
That lightning quick release. Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
Lopez finds Hill.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
The first one falls.
Well, I like the fit of George Hill on this team. He can play either guard spot. Great versatility.
Both free throws good from Hill. Rockets trail by 11. Gordon with it. He's off on that one. Good D by Lopez. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Hill.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Both free throws good from Hill. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. The drive by Gordon. And that one drops for him. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
He is showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
Rivers against Hill. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Fires from 14. Off the left rim and out.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. Now Now the pass to Lopez. And there it is for him. Lopez has got 8 points.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Pass to House. Pass to Jerebko. Korver with the defensive effort. Bucks leading by 14. 20 feet out. And it's Connaughton missing. Rivers passes to House. Now here's Rivers. He can't get that one. Hill with some nice D.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Rivers kicks to House. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes to Ilyasova. Now Hill. He feeds it to Lopez. The shot will not fall. And Houston the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Rivers passes to House. And there's the pass to Jerebko from 12 feet out. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
He lobs it up, deflects the pass. Chandler with the steal. Here's Rivers. Jerebko in the post. Lopez covering and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Ilyasova. A fadeaway. It's rebounded by Houston. Jerebko's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Harden against Matthews. Takes the 3. But they get it back. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bledsoe. The feed to Lopez. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Green. Kicks it to Harden. Outside, Green. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And now a look at Eric Bledsoe. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 16 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Now Bledsoe. He's got 8. The kick out to Matthews. Stolen by Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Well, Kevin, how about the quick hands of Harden? They're easily coming up with the steal thanks to his activity.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
Throw good. Giannis. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Rockets have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And both free throws good for Westbrook. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fire. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets trail by 16. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 22.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
No good from Bledsoe. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Got that bucket in no time at all. Green's got 6 points.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Matthews, no good. The Rockets shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Russell Westbrook. Here's Antetokounmpo, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
He's off on the first. No luck that time either. 1 second left. No good that time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kyle, impressive first half. You guys seemed in control. I figure you're pleased with the team's performance so far.
Yeah, I thought we let up some in the second quarter, though. We got to keep on playing our game, keep on trusting the system, and we're getting great shots. Got to keep it up.
Kyle, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the Greek Freak, he said in his interview that he's low-key. But you saw in the first half, he got that rare inner passion for the game. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan. They just destroy you quietly.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Rockets trail by 8. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden, that's good.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Bledsoe against Westbrook. To the middle, here's Lopez, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game. Matthews against Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
And the first one drops. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by the Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. And Giannis with the basket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 6 assists now in the game. Here is Harden. 10 points for him. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Another shot, and it's Capella missing.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Bledsoe outside. Lopez dishes to Bledsoe. Clock at 4. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Super 2.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Westbrook with it. 25 points in the game. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Westbrook's got 27 points.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Looking to get back on track here. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Rockets trail by 12. From outside the arc, Matthews with the rebound. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Passes it to Lopez. Over Westbrook. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Green, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Tucker. He kicks to Westbrook. Matthews with the steal. Inside, here's Yacht.
Oh, that athletic. Yeah. Wow. Jumped out of the gym.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Westbrook, here we go. Lopez with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Green. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball and the dunk by Capella.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Houston making some changes. Gordon comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Bucks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Rockets trail by 15. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The 3 from Harden. Buries it from 3-point range. Harden's got 13 points.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
Hill passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Matthews. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Harden finds Capella. Now, here's Tucker. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They'll head back home to host the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming into town.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Gordon against Matthews. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Gordon.
Been crafty at handling the rock. I mean, you got to give Gordon credit and don't give him the opportunity to get creative with it. He does not disappoint.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Chandler comes in for Clint Capella, and Jonas Jerebko subbed in for P.J. Tucker. The Bucks also with the sub. Ilyasova's checked in. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Six on the shot clock, and the pass to Harden. It's over Korver, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Rockets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Throw good, James Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Pass to Korver from downtown, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the inside, Hill. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got assist number 5 here tonight. Rockets trail by 16. Now Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep, Harden. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Harden always seemed to attract the crowd, but that doesn't stop him from making a play.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Hill leading the charge. He gets that one.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill. And so here is Houston. They trail by 18. Rivers passes to Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
The first one falls. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Gordon hits both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Giannis outside. Here's Ilyasova. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hill. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Doesn't go that time. Rockets trail by 16. Passes it to Harden. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half.
as hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Chandler with the steal. Rivers dishes to Harden. "11 feet away, the shot's good." Harden's got 23 points. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Daniel House has checked in for Tyson Chandler. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Harden trying to get open. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Hill.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence. Well, I love what Austin Rivers did last year after he bounced around between the Wizards and Rockets. I mean, he came in and he was focused. He was traded by Washington to the Suns and then bought out and ended up in a great situation in Houston.
That free throw missing. And for Rivers, after being let loose by Phoenix, still productive and very motivated when he joined the Rockets.
Rivers said that even though he understood the buyout, he hated the idea of being released. I mean, it reinvigorated his game, and he had one of the best seasons to date.
And the second free throw, good.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Hill finds Lopez. It's back to Hill. The pass to Lopez. Lock at 6. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
The 3 from Harden. That one doesn't go. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Giannis trying to get open as Lopez. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 35 in the game. Harden against Korver from deep. Harden, no good. Bucks leading by 17. Ilyasova inside the line, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Spotting up, the easiest way to shoot, especially for big men like Ilyasova.
Antetokounmpo against Gordon. Down low. Here's Jerebko. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jerebko's got 6 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Lopez kicks to Hill from the line. The Rockets pull it in. Jerebko's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by Gordon, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Feeds it to Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And the basket by Harden.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then it's like watching a volcano erupt.
Ilyasova passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Ilyasova. Here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Lopez. It's back to Hill. Sweet little floater. Hill's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Right there. It's Rivers on the wing. Over Hill. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. On defense, the Rockets. It's an 18-point game. Bledsoe against Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe hits them both. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, We've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Here's Westbrook, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Milwaukee leading by 18. Outside Matthews. Middleton for three. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Misses off the left iron.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Pass to Ilyasova. For three, Middleton. Rebounded by Tucker. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Great D that time from Middleton.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Matthews, no good. Rockets trailed by 18. To the paint. The kick out to Westbrook. Tries it from the top of the key, and the jumper falls for him. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Middleton outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 8th assist here tonight. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. For three, Westbrook. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bledsoe's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Matthews. Ilyasova dishes to Matthews. Back to Ilyasova. 6 to shoot. Middleton for 3. Great D that time from Green. Rockets trail by 17 to the inside, and Green slams it in.
Now, Kevin, that's a big part of Green's identity, getting to the rim and throwing it down. That's the first thing people mention when they're talking about it.
Ilyasova down low. Guarded by Tucker. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Matthews. Harden gets the bucket.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Bledsoe outside. Middleton on the wing. The three. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
That's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. Harden against Matthews. Over Harden. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Here's Westbrook. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Free throw good, Westbrook. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The pass to Middleton. And another three for Milwaukee.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton. Pass to Matthews. Green with the rebound. Rockets trailed by 19. Outside Westbrook. Got a piece of it, but he stays with it. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Matthews. It's rebounded by Houston.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it. Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
They double-team Bledsoe, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker, and that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Stolen by Harden.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Dishes to Ilyasova. Over in the corner, Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Matthews. 9 points for Brook Lopez.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Get there, get there.
Here's Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella. Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the
Take a
league?
break.
You know what, Kevin? I have.
2 shots.
And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Clark, he's checked in for the Rockets. Bucks leading by 22. Bledsoe finds Giannis. Matthews with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Passes it to Middleton. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Today, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
And the Rockets making a change here. Edwards is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee leading by 23. Bledsoe passes to Matthews. Giannis with it, guarded by Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. The Rockets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And with the likely return of prep-to-pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clark, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Edwards comes in for Gerald Green. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Matthews. For Houston, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Edwards. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Out to the wing. Bledsoe outside. There's the pass to Wilson. And no good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. McLemore inside the line. He drains the quick shot.
And really, whenever McLemore gets loose in transition, he's a problem for the defense. He can score in so many ways.
Bledsoe finds Brown. Here's Lopez. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Lopez. Outside Wilson. Bledsoe outside. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that one, good.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Wilson with it. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
And so here is Houston. And here are the Rockets now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Rivers passes to Edwards. And Houston again with the bucket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
That's good from Bledsoe. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Milwaukee's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Middleton against Green. The wide open look here for Lopez. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. In the corner, Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Harden is never scared of physical defenders. I mean, he embraces the opportunity to get these calls when he's shooting.
And the first one drops. So for the Rockets, Clark, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Edwards comes in for Gerald Green. And McLemore's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And both free throws good for James Harden. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Hill. Pass to Lopez. The kick out to Hill. Passes it to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Connaughton. Good on the triple. And the Bucks lead by 17.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
From deep, Harden, unable to get that one. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.